My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. The firm has a primary focus on family law issues, and today I want to talk about custody and answer the question regarding who has custody of a child in the absence of a court order. It's a very, very significant question because it can come about in several ways. Number one, there could be no court order and these people are married and they're thinking of splitting up. They have a kid. Who's got the custody? Mom wants the custody, dad wants the custody. They both participated in the raising of the child, so who has that custody? So that's one scenario. Could be a different scenario. The parties are never married. They had a relationship, they had a child, and the relationship went south. Now who's got the custody in a non-marital union? And really, the question is not about who has the custody from a physical standpoint, in other words, where does the child stay, so much as it's being addressed from a legal standpoint. What are the presumptions? How do we start the arrangement here in terms of the custody? So, in a marital union, there's a presumption that both parents share equally in custody and in the raising of their kids, so they both start out on an equal footing. Therefore, if a divorce starts and they're on equal footing, really, both have custody, particularly if both are still living in the house. In other words, there's no compelling reason to give a label to the arrangement. If husband and wife who are divorcing and whose kids live in the house, they're living in the house too, we don't really have to say who has custody. In fact, they both have custody. But in a non-marital union, it's a completely different story. In a non-marital union, there is a presumption of custody in favor of the mother. Now, because there's a presumption of custody in favor of the mother, the question of who has custody if there's no court order, well, the presumption kicks in until such time as there is an order to the contrary, which means mom really has custody until the court says otherwise. Now, dad could file a petition for custody and that could upset the presumption. Dad could seek to rebut the presumption by saying he's the better choice as a custodial parent. All sorts of court proceedings can occur, but when we start out, you want to know who's got the initial custody in the absence of a court order. In a marriage, they both have it. In a non-marital union, the presumption is that, at least at the outset, the mom is the one who starts with the custody perfected until such time as the court gives an order to the contrary. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.